Well, good afternoon, everyone. And I want to thank all of you for joining me on this great day, this historic day here in Virginia and in America. And I'd like to take a moment and recognize the elected officials who are with me. And first of all, I want to thank the Clerk of Court, Paul Ferguson, who helped arrange this. And this is like the second one we've done, Paul. Some of you may remember in October we also did a press conference here after the Supreme Court before Circuit ruling to stand bringing marriage equality to Virginia. So this is becoming a bit of a routine on Supreme Court cases. So thank you very much.
The Sheriff Beth Arthur is responsible for all the work. Just the Clerk of Court you guys have done the work.
All right, thank you. And also Commonwealth's Attorney Theo Stamos and Abby Raphael from the school board. Jay Fassett from the Arlington Board, and Delegate Patrick Hope, Delegate Rip Sullivan, and Delegate Mark Hassan. And I'm also really pleased and privileged to have with me my Solicitor General, Stuart Raphael from Arlington, and he has worked tirelessly alongside with me on these cases from day one, actually from before we were inaugurated last year, and also my wife Laura is with me. And it is truly an historic and extraordinary moment in our nation's recognition that Americans cannot and will not be denied dignity, rights, and responsibilities, including those of marriage, simply because of whom they love. Thousands of newly married Virginians and their families now know their bonds are protected by the highest law of the land, sending a powerful message about what a loving family can look like in the 21st century. It has been one of the highest honors of my career to help the Commonwealth lead the nation on this fundamental civil rights issue after past fights on issues on the wrong side, like school desegregation, interracial marriage bans, and equal opportunity for women. I really think what we did in Virginia to achieve marriage equality helped move the ball forward, both culturally and legally. We said that the due process and equal protection clauses of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution required marriage equality, and that's exactly what the court ruled. The court also agreed with the argument we made in our amicus brief that the right in question was not a right to same-sex marriage any more than Loving versus Virginia was about a right to interracial marriage. The right at issue was marriage, and that's what the court said. While our work to achieve equality and a level playing field for every Virginian is not done yet, and I look forward to helping to protect LGBT Virginians and others from other forms of discrimination, today's ruling is a giant step in the right direction. As Judge Orenda Wright Allen wrote in her decision that first struck down Virginia's marriage ban, we have arrived upon another moment in history when we, the people, becomes more inclusive and our freedom more perfect. The men and women, and the children too, whose voices join in noble harmony with the plaintiffs today, also ask for fairness, and fairness only. This, so far as it is in the court's power, they and others shall have. She was exactly right. They asked for fairness. They now have it, and they shall have it forever. Again, this is just a fantastic day for Virginia and for our nation's never-ending journey towards a more perfect union and full equality for all of our people. On a day like today, I think back to all of the people who I met over the last 18 months, this fight since I was privileged to take office and serve as Virginia's Attorney General. I think of couples like Carol Shaw and Mary Townley, as well as their daughter Emily, who were plaintiffs in the Virginia marriage equality cases. When I heard the news, I gave them a call earlier today. They are so happy. They were hoping to be here, and I think got hung up in traffic, but they are thrilled. I think about them. I think about so many couples like them who, you know, they weren't asking for special treatment. They're not asking for special privileges, just asking to be treated equally and fairly like everybody else. Now they know that they will be all across the country. I think back to driving to the polls with his mother and how it made him feel. It made him feel like he wanted to hide his identity from his community, from his friends, and even from his family. I remember back on the day I made the announcement, so many parents told me on the day that I announced we were changing Virginia's position in the marriage equality cases, that they got a call from their son or their daughter in tears because of what it meant, that they now knew their Attorney General was standing up and fighting for them. Since then, and since marriage equality has come to Virginia, thousands of couples have been married. Thousands and thousands more have had their marriages recognized. Their children now have the protections that they need and they deserve. And it is just a great feeling to know that now this is the law of the land. And it's a great day for America and for equality. And I'll be happy to take some questions.